Okay, cool. What's up, people? Pretty sure no one will be on here. So there might be one or two people show up because they have notifications when I go live. But we're do a recount on one of my customers' orders. I'm one of these that's someone says that they're going to contend there's a discrepancy. I'm going to make sure that that contention is squelched. And so we're going to get that out the way here. You know, I see all these people who do like these live videos and then they do like pre-recorded live, not lives to me. They do these pre-recorded videos. I'm like, fuck that noise. We're gonna do this shit live, local, late break, and we're gonna let our fucking balls drop and do it live, local, late breaking, and whatnot. Speaking of whatnot, I'm improved on whatnot now. That's a good thing. So we're gonna be bringing it on whatnot, making it happen. So I'm recounting Edwin Price's order. He's been a good customer of mine for a minute, you know, probably about the last, 5-6 months, what have you. Look, out of 5 to 6 months, you pretty much know what you're getting into with me for sure. This is going to be like a long video. I'm not selling anything on here, except for a little bit of entertainment. When you're entertainment, you're just cleaning the phone. I don't want to be doing a little more than cleaning the phone. I forgot to clean it and it looked a little raunch. Susan will tell you I clean my phone like several times a day. Ain't that right, Susan?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we don't play. There's 2 people watching me right now. Who are you? Are you going to say something? Are you one of them scaredy cats that hides behind the phone, home computer type thing? Anyways, feel free to say something. I'm going to be doing a recount on here. Get that nipped in the bud because I'm the bud nipper. I nip it. I nip it in the bud. This bud is going to be nipped. You know, I got people in the past there's been several people in the past since I've been on YouTube Live that I did live recounts on. I did some on Facebook back in the day when I was doing Facebook auctions. And not something necessarily I like to do because it takes extra time. But and I've had them go, no, don't recount. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it live. So that way everybody knows we got it right. So when I do invoices, I do orders. When I do the invoices after an auction, we do 5 to 6 auctions per month and then we ship out. We don't just count it once, do we, Susan?
Hell no.
Susan counts it out twice and then I go in to proof it.
Absolutely.
So it's checked, that order's checked 3 times by 2 people. So you get a stack like this of books and coins. They're going to get checked. We're going to check them 3 times over, 2 different people. So now
I count. I go through all your books. I sort everything out. I check, make sure everybody's stuff is in the right stack. I count it up and write down all the different numbers for each of your different books. I do that twice, and then I add up the totals twice of all that shit. And then Pete goes through and proofs everything.
Yeah. So we're going. She just counted through the stack and the coins earlier. It matched up. I'm going to do a live count on here. So I had Ed Price. He paid me through Cash App. I'll go through here. You find Ed. Found him earlier. I'll get him again. There he is. There's Edwin. This shows my history. It came out to 12,000. What, Susan?
1,205.
1,205. It came out to 1,205. And Ed Price paid me on 6 September. He paid me $400. And on 13 September, he paid me $345. And on September 21st, he paid me $460. Now, if I do my calculators, 400 plus 460 plus 345, surprise, equals 1,205. That's $1,205. Everything here in the stack, that's what was paid. That was what was paid by Ed Price on Cash App. Three different payments equal $1,205. We're gonna add them up now. It comes out to $1,205. We're dead even. So we bought a group of 4 silver coins here for 100. Throw that shrimp on the Barbie. He bought another group of 4 1-ounce silver coins at $100. He bought these 2. There are 2 of them in the package. There's 2 silver coins in here. He bought for $20 each. That's $40. And he bought 1 silver coin for $40 here. They're different dates and stuff. Not all coins are created equal, just like cards and comics and everything else. We're at 200. We're at 280 right now. Getting into comics. Your coins have been clerked. Getting into the comics here, the stack. Amazing Spider-Man 33, and he paid $150. So plus $150. And then he got this one here. Ed Price got this one here for $55. Amazing Spider-Man number 62. So plus 50. Ed Price got the Submariner number 37 for $25. Plus $25. So we saw a little bit of everything for new people who are watching. It was a $5 book he bought. This one doesn't have the backboard, so don't panic. I didn't write anything on here. That one's 30 is written on the bag. Right on the bag. Yeah, right on the bag. Why? Because freaking we literally liquidate thousands of books. Way more than the average nerd can imagine on here. That one was $20. Here's one for $25, the Submariner. At this point, we're up to $585. But wait, there's more. There's another for $45. Amazing Spider-Man number 58. Here's another for $20. That was a $20 one. Here's one here for $45. Plus $45. Another for 15 here. Boom. There's another for 10. Plus 10. Another one, this nice Silver Age X-Men here. You got it for $35. Clerk 35. Got this nice detective clay face here. He got for 35. There's this nice first Fire Lord you got for $75. Plus 75. Right now, good sir, you're at $865 there at price. There's another $15 gem here. Plus 15 pesos. This is your nice Daredevil, $30. Plus 30. Here's your nice detective here with the terrible trio, 25. Here's your another one here, this Green Lantern you got for 30. Plus 30. And Avengers here you got for $30. There you go again. Plus 30. And we see here, Marvel Superheroes. Features Spider-Man. You got that for $15. Plus $15. And Edwin Price got this Spider-Man for 20 pesos. That equals 1,030. Looks like we're getting close to our number there. Eduardo. There's this Flash here. $20. There's an X-Men 105. You got that for $25. And you got this X-Men for $30. Plus 30. And you got this Flash here and giant size here for $40. Clerk 40. Eduardo, you got that sexy Medusa Marvel Superheroes cover for $25. I'm not doing this for every person. If people do this to me enough, I'll end up blocking you. And you lose privileges of buying from me on here. No suit for you. $25. Whoa, man, we are at a holy number here, $1,195. But wait, there's more. There's $1,195. You know what that means? It means you get a giant Wonder Woman going through the city, knocking them fucking buildings down like a bitch going fucking crazy. $25. You know what that means? Put another shrimp on the Barbie. I'm screenshotting that motherfucker. That's $1,220. $1,220 was added up right here. Now, if I go to Cash App, right here, those are the prices that you paid me. On 6th September, you pay me $400. On 13th September, you pay me $345. On 21 September, you pay me $460. Again, we'll add that up again. 400 plus 345 plus 460 equals 1,205, and that is the shut the fuck up factor. Okay? Now, I'll tell you something, guys. It's not a very sexy thing to be a member of this club. I booted another Ed named Ed Stacria over a year ago. But that was after, and no, I'm not booting you, Ed Price. I like you. Think you're all right. Now, you keep doing it, you will get booted. Okay, guys, when I tell you we check orders 3 times, I mean it. But if I tell you I'm going to check on something and I will make sure things are on the up and up, don't keep burning my phone up. Don't do it. Susan, am I right? This guy humped my leg. Susan?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, wakey, wakey, free range eggs and turkey bakey. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, well, you solved the problem with him, and then the next day he's like trying to bring it up again while you're at dinner.
Well, yeah, I was at lunch, and I'm sitting here telling the guy I'm at lunch with friends. And at that point, I did say, I said, one more time, one more message about this, I want to cancel your order. Okay? We deal with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of items per auction. And I like doing what I do. I don't mind putting in the hard work, neither does Susan. But if we tell you we've triple checked your order and you're still humping my leg, and then I can't even take a bite into a chicken leg while I'm in the middle of having a meal with friends at lunch, that you're not burning my phone up again, we're going to have a problem. And I'll end up hurting your feelings, okay? Please don't make me hurt your feelings, okay? All right? Make sure to check yourself, because I do my people right. We check the orders after every auction night, and we do invoices. I check. Susan does once. She reviews. She recalculates an order like this, not just once, but twice.
Book by book.
Book by book, and then including coins in some cases. Got to little bit of everything, and then I go through it a third time. Okay, so it's 3 times that we go through an order. Read the subject header for this video. Nice guy, but when I tell you I will check on something, don't be like 12 hours later coming after me again like some horny fucking desperate dog in a porn video coming back to desperately hump my leg again. Right? Like I said, I was cool up to the point when I couldn't even enjoy a meal with my friends the next day. I'm getting blasted. And that was a painful auction series. I literally, from the beginning, from day one that I was supposed to do the auction, my pit bull came ill, and I thought we were going to lose him. And he ended up having a blockage, and I ended up having to spend, after everything was said and done, a couple $grand on surgery, the whole 9 yards, medications, care, whatever bullshit. These veterinarians butt rape people front ways, backwards, sideways, 360 degrees. They prey on people. But I had that happen, and at the same exact time, I'm still rasped. I'm well now. And yes, I got checked for coronavirus twice. This all happened during my auction series. And for the beginning, for the kickoff of the series, the beginning of September, a dog came ill, had to have emergency surgery, cost me a couple $1,000. Overall, everything said and done, beginning to end. And at the same time, I got sick. I had to go to the VA hospital twice. I got where they shoved that fucking Q-tip up my nose. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're corona free." It was a common cold. Okay, common cold is going to kill more people than any disease or medical condition combined. And it's undisputed champion of offing people's asses. But so I had to go. So I was doing it through the whole series and trying to manage my daily life. You know, so I'm rasped. My voice will be rasped for a while. Thank you. Appreciate that, Comic Journey. You know, so when I tell people that I'm going to take care of you, don't be burning my phone up on my leg. It's a good way to get your ass booted, okay? I'm not like one. See, this is somebody else's. That some of these guys that they're fucking amateurs on here, this is about as many books they ship in a series for their auction. They ship about this many. Susan, does it not look like a fucking it looks like a comic book city over here of all the shit that's going out.
I had to find places to put everything while I sort it.
We ran behind. So I told you my dog had the emergency operation, and then I came ill. What I didn't tell you is I ended up having a medical procedure right after the end of the series, and it was literally a situation where I was told we have time to get you in on the schedule. My doctor's one of the best in the world. I paid out of pocket for this because the Department of Veterans Affairs are cheap motherfuckers, and I won't let them work on me because the people at the Department of Veterans Affairs, I have more faith in them. I have less faith in them than probably the Dallas Cowboys or the goddamn Washington Commanders or whatever you want to call that monstrosity, and Joe Biden. So, anyways, I had to have a medical procedure at the end of the series, right after it, which made me have to leave out of state. And they did PRP, platelet-rich plasma injections in me, and that sounds easy.
4 different spots.
In 4 different spots, my hamstrings and both my feet, meaning that
He was sore as shit.
Sore as shit for about I'd say for about the first 4 maybe 5 days, it hurt to walk. It hurt to get up. So I was pretty much in bed for the first, first several days, first solid 3 days. You do not, man. If it's worth it, I'll do it again. It's fountain of youth. Give me my mobility back. But and it's going to allow me to be able to compete, But
it happened to fall into the wonderful timing of the path of Hurricane Ian.
Yeah, right then. It happened right then. In fact, the last night we had to stay there.
We stayed there. We had to stay in North Carolina an extra day because of Hurricane Ian.
It was bad.
We weren't about to be driving on that damn highway.
We were in the eye of it. We were like in the worst part of it.
Yeah.
That Durham, North Carolina area.
Middle of it passed right over us.
Yeah.
Right there at us.
Raleigh, Durham was like absolutely.
Yeah. That
was the worst part of it.
Yeah, for North Carolina.
A couple of times I was wondering if there had been a tornado because it sounded like a train going outside.
I think there was some stuff that could have stirred up. It did. I don't think anything did. But
we saw down trees and shit like that.
Yeah, there was down trees
power lines
all the way back to Virginia. Trees, leaves everywhere, debris, power lines. We saw power poles snapped in half.
Yeah.
But no, we weren't about to be driving up no highway for 2 hours in the middle of a hurricane with 30-mile-an-hour winds and gusts going God knows how.
What's up, Kenneth? No, we stayed an extra night.
God, yeah.
But anyways, all the craziness, made the auction series go longer. It impacted me because I think that I was so sick and I was feeling so. I'm not sick anymore. My voice is going to be like this for probably another 2 or 3 weeks. Guys, when I do my first Whatnot auction, you guys are going to hear me talking like this. I hate to to break the news, but the last time I got sick like this was about when my mom passed away. That was 2017, and I was like this actually for talking like this for almost 2 months. Yeah, it stripped my voice pretty good. So, oh well, it's better coming from me. But yeah, man, it slowed down the series. I had to cancel auctions 3 times behind my dog, me being sick, having to get checked for COVID. I came up negative. I was not COVID positive. But we're gonna get everybody's invoices. I got a chart here with people's totals. We're gonna be getting them out. So that if I had people's totals that I'm gonna be sending to you what you owe me for shipping, then you could probably expect getting a shipping label within the next 48 hours. And I apologize to people for running behind. It's been a motherfucker. This was craziest series I've ever had for auctions. And Susan had her own drama. So, and I want to go into that, but she had her own drama too. So it was crazy. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to, moving forward, moving out of Virginia, moving to Florida, moving over to whatnot. I'm still gonna do some small auctions over here. But as far as like doing large volume, sorry guys, it's late. I've been working all night. Large volume, whatnot. We'll get some good shit. I was like, I know a lot of you guys aren't into non-superhero. This is a pretty goddamn cool book I have coming up. This is the first full Richie Rich in comics. Harvey Hits #3, first full Richie Rich. Go look that up. That's a really nice one too. Tough book. But that guy that just got that. Got a bunch of stuff. Just nice, just a nice, right now I don't have any Holy Grail sitting over here. Just a nice selection of Silver Age, Fantastic Fours and stuff that are silver and bronze. Like, shit, these are all silvers here, typical Pete Petrie day one kind of shit, There'll be keys. I haven't. This is stuff that I've just literally just got in. The kind of stuff that keeps people coming back. They like seeing them 12 and 15 cent Fantastic Fours as well as the 20 centers. I got Daredevil, Submariner, Batman, all of that stuff. Silver Age. I even have some Platinum Age books. I've got 3 Platinum Age books to be going up. And that's just the beginning. I'm sure I'll come up with more. But I got 3 Platinum Age comics that are listed in Overstreet, like Platinum Age ones coming up. So that's happening. And like I said, that's appetizer. Oh, that's not Platinum Age, one of the giant size there. But the rest of those are not Platinum, it's Silver. Silver Age, that's all Silver Age FFs. They are, just little, that's what he's got. There'll be a lot more coming out of me from the series and stuff. Just little things. Like I said, there's nice little group of Daredevils I see here. This got a cool one here. That's a 9p. See the 9p? That's a British 9p Daredevil. That'll be going up. You got some Silver Age here. Daredevils. Those will be going up. So I've got, all sorts of sickness going up. And for people who haven't seen my auctions before, that maybe watch this video. You're running ABCD, buy it now board. Yeah, so it's a lot going on. It's not just one guy sitting here. I got a pretty girl sitting beside me, and we move a lot of shit. Tales of Suspense, Spider-Man, new and old. I got old and new. Got Spider-Man about to go balls deep and Black Cat up with Mary Jane there. I mean, just a mixture of shit. Got it was one of the Platinum Age books. Good luck finding this Mickey Mouse. This is Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, I think it's like 1930, like 32. We said that was Spanish, right? That's Spanish,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish, but it's 1932. That's the kind of shit you don't see in everybody else's wannabe auctions. That's 1916. That's listed in Overstreet's price guide there. 1916. That's actually listed in Overstreet. I got other stuff, It's just, I said, when we do shit, we go balls deep. How about 1939 Lone Ranger? That was the first introduction of Lone Ranger in comics. It's either 38 or 39, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm showing this shit on the fly right now. Yeah, there'll be a lot more. I mean, all right, for your fucking DC nerds. Yeah, I got some Justice League over here. See, this is a hot cover. This Lois Lane here. That's that 10. It's a 10-cent one. But I like is look at the pink Lois Lane, and then look how the colors pop. You got Aquaman's orange, yellow, and green. Kind of going with Green Arrow, and then Green Arrow is fucking got his tongue down, fucking Lois Lane's throat. But the yellow and the green really match. The colors really pop on that one. Guys are waiting in line. They're about to have a Bakaka party and go fucking balls deep up her butthole or something, But look at this one. I love these old early Justice Leagues. And that's the origin of the JLA in 1962. I love that where they're turning into trees. It is sickness. Just the early JLAs, like some of the first 10. That one there where they're bowling with the Atom. That's a badass one. I love that cover. I'm feeling a lot better. It's just my voice is going to stay strep for a while, so it could be as much as a month or two before my voice gets back to normal. I'm just kind of showing a few books. We did a recount on Edwin Price. I love that one with the original Green Lantern and Hal Jordan there. Just they say. I love the early Hawkman. That's like the third or fourth Hawkman bringing the bowl. Badass. Love the colors. But we're going to be. Oh, I'm fine now. I had a medical procedure done. We just had to do a recount because somebody was contesting their total. They're like, oh God, help! I'm like, oh God, help me. Pretty cool World's Finest there. Nice Golden Age one there. Just. We got Marvel, we got DC, and a partridge in a pear tree. Tales of Suspense actions. I got Tales to Astonish. Got. This is just beginning shit. I got way more than this. Silver Age, Submariners. We're not gonna run out of shit, so it'll be as epic as last time. Yeah, man, you will be there. Be Benedetto. Where we recounted all this, it came up. We checked it 5 times. Came up as we said, because fucking Susan is fucking fabulous over there.
Yeah.
She's smoking hot and fabulous. She's smoking hot hippie girl. And super fantabulous. But oh Lord, Max Factor's here.
Hey, Max.
There's Max Weinberg and then Max Weinberg 7. You know what you don't have in your life? A growing alien. Susan got that for me at the service station down the street. You put it in water, and this thing grows like a boner. It gets like fucking 600 times its size. We'll stick it in the water and grow it. Look at this Spider-Man flashlight. It's better than a flashlight. 1988 or 90 or something like that. Like a Spider-Man, it's actually fucking the light. He's like on there like, oh, fucky. I'm gonna open this thing up and put some batteries in it and turn that son bitch on. Yeah. But yeah, we recounted his order. Don't think, guys, wise guys, that I'll get him to recount my order too. It's a good way to get booted. It really is.
Oh, you have no idea how good of a way to get booted that is.
It really is. Like, you get 2 strikes. The second time I do a recount on your order on here,
We bust
over
our
the top
asses.
ropes.
You have no idea. We bust our fucking asses to make sure everything is picture perfect.
What's she saying?
It's insulting when, especially somebody who knows better,
Who knows better? It's
comes
like,
up and wants to question it.
Here's
What
the thing.
hell do you expect?
well, here's the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna come up. Fucking
What happens to these amateurs is, and a lot of them got their own Krusty the Clown show that they do on here, and it's like them and like 8 people on the fucking panel or whatever. Okay, but what happens is they jump between shows. I mean, guys, a lot of you guys are whores, man. They'd be like any show will do. They're going between Whatnot, Facebook, and Instagram and YouTube Live like some cock-hungry fucking lot lizard at a Flying J travel station, like
I'll tell you one thing.
they're like comic book I'm your whore, and they're going in between videos just jumping. So they come back, and I've had these idiots go, "Hey, did I win the auction?" I don't know. Did you? What were you doing over on Facebook when you were bidding on a book here? Stick to one auction while you're bidding, huh?
I'll tell you one thing. You may not know what the fuck you bought, but we sure as hell do.
Yeah, we know more than they do. A good advice is when you're buying stuff on these auctions, keep track of it.
Yeah.
I bought on Whatnot for the first time. I bought some of your boyfriend's James Bullock, Robo James. No, exactly. Well, she's right too. She don't like bidding on more than one thing while she's bidding. Robo James, I went in his auction and I had a list. I tallied up everything I won. And even though Whatnot already does it, I know what I got coming. So I ain't worried about it. And you want to know something? You can be guaranteed that even if I'm making this up, if it took me 2 or 3 weeks to get to me, here's a look of concern on my face if James is shipping to me. You know why I know that? It ain't worth a couple dozen books for James to fuck me over. Okay? And the motherfucker has basically financed me buying my auctions. He's my number 1 buyer right now, by far. So, you and Max and James are stud. I ain't worried about you guys. So if you've been buying from me for 5 or 6 months and I've been getting everything right, and then we tell you we done triple checked it, and you still want to push the envelope, then we do these recount videos. Kind of funny. The last person that I did a recount video on was a guy named Ed Stakria. So like the last 2 people that I had to do recounts on were Eds. I guess they used their Eds or didn't use their Eds.
2 Eds are better than 1.
Yeah, I appreciate him, man. I mean, the least I can do. You know, you guys have been good to me. But yeah, I've got everybody's tallies. Okay. Yeah, you made the list. Remember, you bought for me this auction series. I'll be sending you your shipping totals today. Yeah, I said I'd do it last night. It's been a fucking goddamn train wreck the last 2 weeks. Okay, it's been a cluster fuck. So we will get it out, including Edwin Price, Fisher Price himself.
Even if we had been here, the night Ian came through, the power went out at the shop. I
Yeah.
got an email from Comcast about that.
Yeah, the power went out here for a while, but during the hurricane, we had to stay an extra night after my medical procedure. See, I had, like I was telling him earlier, I had PRP injections in my feet and in my hamstrings, where they did platelet-rich plasma injections.
We knew that shit was gonna be sore.
For sure.
Uh,
I didn't want to walk for like 3 or 4 days.
no.
It still hurts. Jake's fine now. Thank you for asking. In fact, he'd get your stitches out tomorrow. You know, we were tardy for about a couple of days on the stitches, but he's fine.
Yeah,
He's over there.
We're behind on that because of all the daggone stuff like the
Hurricane and then the procedure and all. See, I'm wearing this shirt in honor of Jack. Pitts rock.
Yeah.
Pitts freaking rock. Like Pitts rock the house. Jake thinks he's a badass. He farts, man. It's fucking badass. More like it fucking gags you. Yeah, we're doing better. And you know, I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be down in Florida soon because I've got my mortgage and all worked out. So, you know, now I'm just gonna, you know, pull the switch, be down there, and hurricanes could happen in Florida, man. Earthquakes happen in California. Wait a minute, in 2011, you just got COVID. That's horrible, man. I'm sorry about that.
That's brutal.
Do that if you have access to it. If you have access to it, you should do that thing called Regeneric or something like that. Where they do the transfusion. You can find somebody to do it. That's what I would do. I've had some friends that did that, and
Regen Cove.
It's called Regen Cove. Susan knows all this medical shit.
You got to stay ahead of all this crap. If you don't stay ahead of it, you're going to be caught with your dick in your hands, and you're going to get your shit fucked up.
Where you get that terminology from?
You.
Hey, I had a boss that I worked for up in Washington, D.C. He says, don't get caught with your dick in your hands. I was like, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I
had done something really stupid. I'm going to go into it. I did something really stupid. And he goes, don't get caught with your dick in your hands. And I was like, nah. I'm like, you know, but yeah, Florida, I mean, look, they say earthquakes can happen in California, right? Well, in 2011, we had an earthquake on the East Coast that shook everybody's houses.
I remember that.
You know, I lived in Oklahoma, Wyoming, Texas, and, you know, Arizona, where tornadoes happen. I have Oklahoma is the capital of Tornado Alley. It's the capital of Tornado Alley. I've dodged F5s and shit. You know, so hurricanes are easy because you get noticed. They tell you like sometimes 2 weeks out. So look, you got shutters for your windows. You got sandbags. You got your fucking provisions. You're a fat guy. You want to make sure you have plenty of water and food. Okay, which I do.
If nothing else, you can stay in a hotel because they build those things solid as a rock. Hotels are always some of the last things left standing.
Well, thank God you were all right, you know, in that storm and everything. Beginning of the school year, people are going to get sick. Okay, period. You know, especially if you got kids that play sports, it's going to happen. I've been wrestling. I'm old. I've been wrestling my freshman year in high school. My God, I'm embarrassed here. 1980 fucking 9. You can imagine that? That is fucking Hollywood. That's a long time ago. Shut your mouth over there, youngin'. You goddamn millennial. Sorry, Max. You guys are fucking crazy. I don't have like a thing like Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Millennials.
You make it sound like
I'll be like Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes, where the ape was going to put its hands on him, but instead it'll be Planet of the Millennials, and I'll be Charlton Heston inside the prison, and I'll be like, "Get your dirty hands up! Get your filthy hands off me, you damn millennial!"
Hey, you're only a generation ahead of us.
It'll be a bunch of millennials running around with like war gear on and like taking over the planet, and I'm fucking like, fuck this shit, I'm fighting back. Statue of Liberty is halfway in the fucking ground. You know, if this Planet of the Millennials, Susan's gonna be General Aldo, the fucking leader of the fucking apes there. Yeah.
Then I'm the smart one, and they're all following my propaganda.
That's horrifying.
You know what's more horrifying? Your generation is the one just behind us. That your people are the ones following us.
That's terrifying. And you know what, though? We're before you. We're not following you.
So that's all the millennial-minded people that are not millennials.
Doesn't surprise me. They don't know how to drive stick. Most people can't drive stick shift. I'm what they call a Casper. I'm part Gen Z, part millennial. Just on top of the cusp. Now, you're more like Indominus Rex from fucking Jurassic World. You're more like, since you're Gen Z and you're millennial, you could be like Indominus Rex.
I'm like somehow part boomer and part millennial.
Remember that? You're boomer millennial?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because your parents brainwashed you. She spent her childhood strapped down to these chairs. They had her and her brother strapped down to these lawn chairs in the basement, and they had to fucking watch reruns of Monkeys and Marty Krofft's Super fucking Hour show and fucking reruns of all this shit like Dobie Gillis and Andy Griffith and fucking goddamn Partridge Family and I Dream of Jeannie. So she missed out on that. Look, she didn't even know. Look, Susan was so brainwashed being stuck in the 60s, 70s, right? Her parents made her watch what they did. She couldn't even tell me who the fuck Holly Berry fucking was, okay? That's pretty bad. She got a Zennials. What does 1979 fall into? Yeah, you're a Zennial. You're a Zennial.
Yeah.
XENNIALS, a Zennial. But I tell you, she got good taste in music. She likes the Beatles and all that shit and the older music, which I'm into. I'm into like 60s, 70s, and 80s, especially 80s rock. If I go to the gym, I'm working out to 80s like fucking headbanging music. Or I'm listening to 90s grunge, which Susan hates. I like 90s grunge. Now, some of it I hate. Like Green Day sucks. Okay.
I don't mind 90s grunge. It's just that one unmentioned person.
She hates Kurt Cobain. She had a deep hatred for him. She fucking like, she wasn't even alive when the motherfucker died, I don't think.
Don't get me started on him.
She freaking thinks that he's like the worst human on all planet Earth.
I don't think he's the worst human. I think he just motivates people to be stupid. I mean, but I can list a whole bunch of people like Eminem.
Oh, your girlfriend said it's okay. Kurt Cobain hates Kurt Cobain too.
Oh yeah, he did. Kurt Cobain did hate Kurt Cobain.
He did. He did hurt. He did hate himself. I can say that. He did seem kind of like a whiny ass.
I can sympathize with having a rough childhood, but don't be bitching about it like that. Don't make songs saying R ... me. I mean, geez. Talk about
hey, Chris, we'll
dramatic.
We'll see you later, Chris. I know. Yeah, just take care of the COVID. I'd go and get that Regen Cove. Look
Absolutely.
into the transfusion. Seriously, there's got to be somebody where you're at that does the transfusion. Just keep looking. Don't stop at just one place. But get the transfusion. It's Regen Cove. Like what's it called? Spot RE what?
REGEN-COV.
You get that? Okay. But yeah, so we counted up Eduardo's order and Edwin Price, and it came out exactly what I said it did. You know, he made me 3 payments. He made 3 payments equaling $1,205. The coins and the comics equal $1,205. And I will be sending shipping invoices today. So that'll happen. It's not going to happen right now. It's going to be when I get up. You know, is this going to be a crazy week for me? I'm talking to my realtor and mortgage broker and all this other fucking crazy shit. So looking for a new chapter, new slate in my life. I'm sure someone's been there before. Looking forward to it. I did that back in, God, I'm old. I did that back in 2002 when I left the U.S. Air Force. I did go back in the military after that, but when I left the U.S. Air Force then, a lot of things changed. Went out to Oklahoma to wrestle. Then I ended up getting into the political arena and working for several different political figures out there, and ended up running a history office for the National Guard headquarters out there, and rejoining into the Guard. And then I ended up getting married, and then I had my daughter, thank God, which I'm blessed to have. But yeah, anyways, guys, we're going to get on off of here. I'm wanting to get the fuck out of here. Shit, I feel like I got Betty Boop and Scarlett Johansson and Black Cat and the bathing suit bitch from the fucking late 80s over there, and this leg all fucking stalking me. So, you know, we'll get on here, but invoice to go out today. And yes, that's true. I've been approved on. It took me like less than 2 days for Susan and I to get. Susan's also approved for whatnot.
Yep, I'm approved to sell. I have my onboarding video tomorrow.
The onboarding video was fucking gay. It was stupid. Booyah. No, actually, I will. It's good training for me. I bought in several different people's shows to, you know what? You got to sample it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sample it to know what the hell you're fucking getting into. So I went and I spent some money I shouldn't, but I bought some books. I'll sell them back. I ain't worried about it. Literally, I just, you know, I need to, in order to be a seller, you have to be a patron first. So I don't know that. So I got to learn. I know that it's a little bit more complicated. It's quite a bit more complicated for selling on Whatnot. It seems like, I ain't gonna lie to you, that part seems like a pain in the ass, like where you're having to type out every fucking thing you're selling.
Yeah. I'm
not sure how you really sell volume like that, but my job is to sell as much shit as possible. I want to sell fucking 3,000-4,000 books per show. She says you don't have to type out everything like that. Well, I'll figure it. You know, I've got a couple of friends here in Virginia that also they sell on Whatnot. One of them's got a pretty big following. I'm going to check him out. I want to. He don't know it yet, but I want to invade his store and be like, damn it, I'm going to help you tonight. It's me and Sudan. I'd be like, I'll sit in the background and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just help me, but help you. Like, I'll just be like, I'll do the, you know, taking the books as you're selling them. Let me learn. That would be really good for me to go to somebody's establishment and get there while watching them behind the computer screen. But you guys are fucking stuck with that, man. It's like 8,000 between you guys. I'll have to go to your show too. They're Maximilian. You're Maximilian from now on. That or you're like Max Headroom. You probably don't know who Max Headroom is. He was like this fucking computer character for Coke, and he was like their little spokesperson face called Max Headroom. You go with Maximilian. I like that one. I like Maximilian. I like that. You're violent. There used to be a drink called Pepsi Max also. It had like more caffeine. It's called Pepsi Max. And then there was a chain, like a department store chain called TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Where you can wear your Max. And when I was a little kid, there was like this, like, it was like the equivalent of Dollar General or Family Dollar. It was called MACKS, Max, like Max. That, well, depending on what you're shopping for. Depends on what you're shopping for. It could be, I like getting comic books and antiques and collectibles. Clothes shopping, you know what? It's hard for me. I'm not a small person. Look, I'm so fucking, like, you guys don't realize how big my legs are. Like, I have huge legs. And it's from Muay Thai kickboxing, it's from wrestling, it's from jiu-jitsu, it's from years of wrestling's a big one there. But it's and genetics. But like they couldn't the ace wrap that they put around me after my procedure, because they did injections in my hamstrings and in my feet. When they had ace wrap, because my hamstrings are swollen pretty bad, then they're putting on there my hamstrings, my legs, where the tree trunks were so big that they could not. The ace wrap wouldn't stay on, would it, Susan?
No. He tried to recruit me, but even I couldn't get it to stay on.
Nope. And there's some big ones there. There's some ham hocks. But somewhere between my dad and my mom's family, they got these are some big legged people. You know. There's some big old legs. They're huge. The video doesn't do it any justice. There's some, but for me fitting in clothes, no way. I wear like even at like 225, 240 pounds, I wear like size 60 jackets. I ain't kidding you. These shoulders here. I mean, this is a huge chair you're watching. This chair here is weighted for people who weigh 550 pounds. And I'm sitting in it and I'm covering it. I'm kidding you. It's a huge ass chair. Like if you do a tail of the tape, okay, like there's this chair. Hold on. Then there's this chair. Like this chair's even falling out the way like I'm weak. Like there's that chair, then there's this chair. Any questions? It's like not even close. Yeah, but I had to special order this chair. I got a really, really big gutter booty. Oh no, there's not a dress suit, because what I did in the professional world for a long time was legislative work, lobbying, running political campaigns, working in elected offices. And when a dress suit that I got, it did not have to get tailored. And some that I had just specially made for me. There's no finding them. My arms are longer than my height. I've got like probably about the reach of somebody who's like 6 foot tall, but I'm 5.5 tall. And it's the most fucked up thing Susan will tell you. But like getting me situated in a car with the car seat and the steering wheel, like jacked this way. So I'm not like, nah. Oh yeah, you probably are. I'm short. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6" and 5 wide. But it's mostly muscle. This ain't no jelly, baby. But well, you know, most of my training partners in the fight business were 6+ tall. You know, I wrestled against a guy one time that stood 7 foot tall. You know, hey, everybody's taller than me. You know, except if I go south of the equator, then I start feeling tall. But here in America, everybody's taller nowadays. Hell, girls get popped out the womb weight standing 5'8". Nowadays, kids are in fourth grade growing mustaches, standing 6 foot tall with the full nap with big old hair and beard. Who knows? It's all the drugs that everybody's taking and all the additives and preservatives in the food that we're getting poisoned with. I like tall women. I dated a girl one time that's 6'3". I've dated some 6 footers. I like tall, but I dated a midget one time too, and I liked that. She was just crazy as shit. She's hot. We wrestled, but I like them all. I like women of all sizes and shapes. That's me. I'm equal opportunity when it comes to the ladies. So I expand my horizons. I'm not bashful. I'm not scared. I'm like Sudan. Sudan's scared. She's over there. She's over there shaking in her boots right now, scared. But I said, if you're scared, say you're scared. It's all good. I heard the smaller they are, the more crazy they are. That's the stereotype. Oh, she was crazy. Well, we were in a restaurant, and this girl was a lawyer. And I'm sitting there. We had a salad and had a little appetizer. And dude was staring. I was about to say something. Susan will tell you, I'm quick to say shit to people.
Yeah.
I've had to put people in their place because they get inappropriate hurt, and I'll end up hurting their goddamn feelings real quick. Hard. Okay? Hard. Anyways, so I was sitting there. It's been a long time ago. And we're having our dinner. And then all of a sudden, she goes, what the fuck? She looks at the dude and goes, what the fuck are you looking at? Haven't you ever seen a midget having dinner before on a date? And oh God, this dude wanted to bury himself under the table. And she just cussed him out. She reinvented cuss words. It was beautiful. But I ain't gonna lie. It is hard to embarrass me, but I was a little bit embarrassed. This is years ago. I'd probably now play along with it. But yeah, she was crazy. And she was a hornball too. But yeah. And now I've dated them tall, short, my height, in between, up and down and look around. Hell, my ex-wife's taller than me. Nobody can embarrass me like I embarrass myself. I beat it. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. You're a vicious girl. I'm afraid of you.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about Max, but I'm afraid of you too.
Oh, Max is vicious too.
Yeah, you both are violent. Susan's
I'm
like
afraid of Max.
Susan's like terrifying. She's kind of like the penguin that stalks you. And then finally you're like, it's harmless. And then one day the penguin comes up with the butcher knife and goes, bing, 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 bing.
I ain't hurting nobody unless it's necessary.
Now for the real question, is Susan taller than you? We're like the same height. About? I don't care. If you, I don't know, you might, who knows, you might be an inch taller. I don't know, you would, or same height.
I
Or
think I'm like 5'5" or something like that.
So we're about even, somewhere in that area. I don't worry about it because, okay, I compete at heavyweight, like in jiu-jitsu, submission grappling, MMA. Everybody's taller than me. Everybody. Even even in college at 184 pounds and 197. Everybody's taller than me. Hell, you got into goddamn 125 and 133 pounders that were fucking taller than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I fucked that part. That's out the window, man. I just showed them the gun shows, and I'm not hung up on all that. About me. I'm still the best goddamn salesman and the best looking, and I can kick the most ass.
Yeah, you are.
And I'll go pound the most ass. So, for me, I ain't worried about it. I'll do what I do. I'll party with all the tall people. And, if that midget girl wants to wrestle again, I'll give her another go at it. Even Sudan, she'll throw her into the mix. But that's another story. But yeah. Susan's over there surfing the internet on the other side. I'm messing with baby. I'm messing with you.
I know.
Susan is awesome. Susan's sexy. She's like sexual. There's like that movie called Desperately Seeking Susan.
Oh God.
She's sexually seeking Susan. She's bad.
No.
I'm worried about her. I'm worried she will take advantage of me. I'm an elderly man.
You ain't elderly.
I'm hobbled up.
Oh,
I need some hot grits or some porridge to be made for me, and some fucking Ensure or something. It's I just imagine
like you were walking around with Cleopatra.
She said she's just imagining Susan eating a little person now.
Huh.
Hey, that was a good looking midget. She can get yeeted. It's but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Sudan's violent.
You think so?
Yeah. She come up to me after my medical procedure and squeezed my foot as hard as she could. She goes, "Does this hurt?" And I was like, "Oh God!" And the nurse came in and said, "Let go of his foot." And Susan's like,
shit.
And Susan held my foot and shook and goes, and just like, and walked on the other side of the room and crossed her arms and looked out the window. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And the nurse says, "Ma'am, what is your problem?" And she goes, "I just had to do it. I wanted to see if he would register pain."
You're full of shit.
Nah, I'm messing with you.
I've been monitoring your progress gently.
Yeah, gently. You're a brute. You're like the Hopewellian brute, because she's from Hopewell. She's a Hopewellian brute here in Virginia.
Hey, Hopewell people are pretty tough.
I know I'm one of them. I'm one of them things.
Mm-hmm.
I like rough women.
Hopewell people a lot of times are grittier than the rest of people around here.
Yeah, I like rough women.
Ah.
She said that Remy says I have too much rough touch.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be a little violent for me. They got to build it. I'm still scared of my ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of them that if I got out of line, she'd just twist my fucking ear off or some shit, That's why I got cauliflower ear over there. But,
yeah, I totally gave you that.
No, I'm talking about my ex-wife.
Okay. Well, if she gave you that, that's a whole other story.
She got both of us beat by a long shot on height.
No.
She's at least 5'10" or something like that. She got me beat. She's a big girl, too. She'll fucking put me in a cobra clutch and fuck me up.
Mm-hmm.
I slap him to show affection, she says.
Damn.
I have learned to avoid hitting the face and balls area, though, for the most part. You're a bad woman.
That's brutal.
I find that interesting. You're an interesting woman. I'm playing with a U.S. 20-cent piece, seated Liberty. It's a real U.S. 20-cent piece. That's actually 1875 San Francisco Mint. Maybe I've ever seen a 20-cent piece before. I had to do it. I took it out of the fucking holder. I had to do it.
Mhm.
Seated Liberty has the eagle on the back. That's a silver. It's 90% silver. They made 20-cent pieces for only a couple years during the mid 1870s. The U.S. Mint did. Oh, I can tell you, I'm an expert on coins. I've been the president of several different large coin clubs, like regional level, like state level and shit. So I know more about coins. I know a lot about comics. I'm even more knowledgeable on coins. I mean, I know this sounds arrogant, but I've forgotten more about coins than a lot of people fucking know. I grew up, I started literally collecting coins at age 4. I'm talking like putting them in books. Do it. Show them to me. I'm not afraid. I'm unafraid. Silver has a unique chime to it. Does it not, Sudan?
It does.
This is an Alaskan totem pole spoon. That's silver. It's cool. It's like circa 1930s. It's actually a totem pole. The handle's made into a carved totem pole. Real silver's going to have an even kind of like a white milky tarnish like this. Alaskan, it says on the back, Alaskan totem pole. And it's marked sterling. It says Alaskan. Yep, Alaskan totem pole. Pretty badass. I said I'm unafraid. I'm live, local, late breaking, and unafraid. I got my little magnifying glass. The rim on this magnifying glass is cool. It's 18 karat gold. 20 cents. The S for San Francisco. It's got the little eagle on the back. That's sexual. It's scary because you've got the coins. Everything you do is violent, girl. Everything. Everything Susan done is violent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I shaved my head bald, is so Susan can't rip my hair out.
You were bald when I met you.
No, I had a head of hair at first. Violent coins, violently. It's a very, very violent people here. But guys, I'm going to head on. So we counted your books up, Edwin Price. Now you'll see this. For guys who haven't got their invoices, for shipping invoices, including Ed, you will get your shipping invoice. I've got to go through this chart, but let me get some sleep. You don't want to be doing that with tired eyes. Favorite coin? The United States, if you're looking at United States coins, look up United States $10 Indian gold piece. This is a $5 Indian gold piece. It's in my ring. It's actually mounted in my ring. 1909. That's an incused. They made a $2.50, $5. That's a $5 set in with a diamond. 18 karat band with 22 karat 9% gold. It's a quarter ounce there. But I like the $10 one. It's half ounce, 9%. But it's beautiful. She has like rays come up from her head, and the rim of the coin, like around here where you usually see where it's reeded, it's all star. It's like it raised up stars all around it. It's wild looking, and it has the eagle on the back. It's pretty cool. I like a lot of ancient coins because they're unique. And I like old tokens. Like I have brothel tokens I got like real whorehouse brothel tokens from the 1800s and early 1900s. Oh, it is sick. I need to go on quarantine. It's so sick. It's gorgeous. You know, um, they made some U.S. commemoratives that are gorgeous. I have a beautiful California. Yeah, they made the Indian head gold coin from I think 19 the half ounce $10 Indian head gold coin. They made from I think 1916 up to I think 1929. I'd have to look. Doing I'm tired, but yeah, it was something like that. You know, I've had different ones from different years. 07. 07. Like I said, man, I'm fried right now. I'm tired. I've had them before. I've had quite a few. I like the wheat pennies. I have the whole album with every mint mark and date from 1909 of all the wheats up to 1958, and then I have all the memorial cents from 1959 until they ended the memorial backs. And I've got all the errors, including the 1922 plain no mint mark, the double dies. I spent a whole life building that set. It's expensive. It's all like some of the rare mint marks that are in there. 09S VDB. I have whole albums of them and stuff. Like that. I started putting together since literally I was working putting that set together, like starting literally like age 4, age 5, and I just kept changing it out. Like I'd be like, well, this one's lower grade than that one. I'll put the higher grade one in, and I'll sell the other one or trade it. And I built it up like that. Just like people who build up the runs of comics, they got a Ghost Rider run, and this Ghost Rider 58's about a 7. I'll replace it with this 9, and the same thing. Yeah, their coins are big money. Coins. There's a coin show. You go to a comic show. Maybe if you go to San Diego or Baltimore or New York, you might see somebody with an armed guard. Now you go to a coin show, even some of the small ones, you're gonna see somebody with an armed guard, like their own security. Like you'll see, like do a show, like showcases filled with, like I remember one dude had, it must have been 8 showcases that were full of nothing but like $10 and $20 of the 1 ounce ones, gold coins, and they were all professional, like PCGS graded, which is like CGC for comics, PCGS. And it was just, these are beautiful, man. And he fucking had his own hired security guard. This motherfucker looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he had a fucking 9mm there at the clip, and he was like, boom, and he didn't move, and he's just like, I'm like, yeah, ain't no one taking your fucking biscuits today. Yeah, he hired that guy, but you'll see that the card shows, big money. You'll see people with safes they have safes and everything set up. Some big money stuff. I mean, one of my friends, Joy Boyack, went to the national show up in Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey, and it opened his eyes to just how much more money is in sports card market. Mickey Mantle's 1952 Topps card just sold for $12 million. Like about last month. There's not a comic that comes close to that. That's like 3 times. That's like 3 times as much as the most expensive comic. Well, Marvel Spotlight 5 is a nice book, and it's went down somewhat. It's went down some with the market reset, but that was going to happen. Robo James told you that. I can tell you that. I knew things were going to come down, but that book's going to go back up too. It's going to go back up. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I wouldn't want to sell it. I mean, I've sold that book a bunch of times on here, and I'll sell it again. It's But that is probably, that might make the top 5 Bronze Age books. I don't know. I'd say so. You got John Size X-Men 1. You got House of Secrets 92. Hulk 181 is the biggest one. Hulk 180 is in the top 5. I would probably put Hulk 181, GSX X-Men 1. Believe it or not, DC's House of Secrets 92, First Swamp Thing. I'd stick that at 3. That's a tough book. Anytime I get that book, it goes. I had that book last year one time. It went boom. Actually, twice. The other one didn't even make it to my show. I had a local guy like, "You're not selling it in the show." I'm like, "I'm not." "No, I'm buying it." I'm like, "Put your money where your mouth is," and he did. But I agree with you. But still, it's 181 is the holy grail of. 181 is the Amazing Fantasy 15 of Bronze Age books. So you got, like I said, you got Hulk 181, John Size X-Men 1, House of Secrets 92. I would say it's a toss-up between Amazing Spider-Man 129, First Punisher, and Marvel Spotlight 5. It's, well, that's cool. I like that. I like the different Turkish and Spanish and English variants and stuff and German ones. It was really cool. Remember that 8.5 Amazing Spider-Man 129? I sold that last month. That's gone. I told people it'll eventually sell. I'm not desperate. It went. No, that's not true. Your 1 yard sale. I've picked up these books at yard sales. People bring their collections to me and sell. These books come around. They're not rare. You know what's rare is that Turkish variant you have. That Turkish variants are rare. I want to tell you, I've seen this book one time. People ask me, does the British price variant of Hulk 181 and 180 exist? Yes, it does. One time in my life, in my eyeballs, years ago, before all you fanboys got into the business, I'm talking like probably the mid-90s, I laid my eyes on a British price pence variant of Hulk 181. It exists, and it's rare. I would rather have that than the regular Hulk 181. Go find it. Good luck. One of my friends down in Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Gerald Hogan, he had over at Trilogy Comics. It has been about a couple of years ago. He had Incredible Hulk #1 U.S. price variant and the pence, both together at the same time. Well, they sold like that. At the time, I wasn't in a position to buy the pence variant, but I wanted it bad. Yeah, there's a bunch. I've sold a bunch of them. I sold the Where Monsters Dwell Groot pence variant on here that people went crazy over. And one that long ago, I sold Iron Man 55 first Thanos. It was the first Thanos appearance, and it was the pence variant. Yeah, they're hard to find. So I got like one pence variant in the box over here. And when I put it up during the auction, it's going to sell like that because people have caught on to this. Okay, here's the thing about a pence variant. I think I have it right over here. Here's the thing about a pence variant. Okay, this book was, see, that's a pence. This book was made during the same exact time. It went through the same print run, same publisher, and it was sent out at the same time as the standard U.S. price, which at this point would have been 20 cents, equivalent to 9 pence. That's Daredevil number 124. But they only made these consisted like somewhere like around, in some cases, like less than 5% of the print run, 10% of the print run, maybe 10% at the most. It's a nice looking one there. Same publisher. Oh, I let that go. I let that one go. If you wanted it for 20, I let it go out the door. Put it with your order. I mean, you already got fucked up. Let me know. I'll send it back. But that's the only one I've got right now for the series, and I doubt I'll get another Pets. It's anytime I get these Pence books, they go like, you know, especially the Marvel, you know, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, $20 done. I'll clerk you. You'll like that. I'm writing on the bag, not the book. For people who panic. Nah, no problem. He'll like that. Hey, Susan.
Yes.
Hon, can you put a backboard on the back of this one here?
Yeah.
Put it back. She'll go get a backboard for it.
I got you.
She'll get a backboard for it. Oh, you're going to take him on a mini vacation for his birthday?
Oh, that's nice.
That's very nice of you. Susan just gives me a hard time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're an evil woman.
I ain't want to give you no hard time.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's ID Discovery. Is you going in there okay?
That's what she said.
Oh my God, you just went pervert on me. Let me see that. As he don't hand right back to you. See? It looks better with the backboard. I just got this. I hadn't had time to make your little face on Max.
Nice.
You got to know that date, you know. Us men get in trouble if we don't remember birthdays. I forget dates and stuff, and Susan takes a ruler and smacks my freaking knuckles. She's violent like that.
That's a lie. I can't remember the dates either.
Yeah, but you don't hold yourself to the same standard. There you go. All right, guys, we're off of here. Salute to you. And U.S. Air Force salute. I'm out.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Be good. I'm tired. Invoices will go out this afternoon, okay? For the shipping invoices. Thank you.